finally happened. We knew it was going to happen, but it finally happened. USA lost in the FIBA World Cup, whatever. And because the way they had been talking about it, we all thought we were going to lose to like Serbia or lose in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
These bums lost in the quarterfinals. Like, this is the first of the elimination games. They just made out of the bracket round and all. We couldn't even win against France.
Actual doo-doo.
It was hot garbage. I seen someone tweet it where it was like, Kemba Walker can't be your best player on your team.
No disrespect to Kemba, but no. He can't be your best player.
Yeah. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Culture Discourse Podcast. It's your boy Ben on this side.
What's up, it's Lindell.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a minute since we've actually introduced ourselves on the front end.
Yeah, it is.
But we got a special guest joining us this week. It's the one and only Tyrone Devan Dupree. Yes, that is the blackest name you've ever heard. Tyrone, what's up?
What's up, yo? They lost to Australians?
Nah, they lost to the French.
Ugh.
France?
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Hold on, could you put the mic a little closer to your mouth? It's coming kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. But yeah, no, these bums lost to France. And I saw something about it because going into the third or fourth quarter, they had a 3-point lead, and then they lost by 10.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Dang, I knew that they lost by 10.
Yeah. Some bums.
Oh my god, dude.
Hey, but that's what happens because we basically sent like our 6th-string team because everybody backed out.
Wait. So, who do France have? Like, Ginobili?
I don't.
I think Ginobili's Argentina. France is like Tony Parker.
Isn't it Goubert?
Yeah, Rudy. Rudy's the
Gobert.
only one I know of.
That's the only name that comes out. And then isn't there that the dude from that used to play Batum?
Oh, Nicholas Batum. Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean that man hasn't done anything in years.
Bro.
He went to he plays for Charlotte where players go to die.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Where careers go to fade
away.
Where?
Bro, it was funny though. I saw so many people like when the USA Twitter account posted the final score. So many like French people posting on it and like, you know, bragging on it and stuff. And it was like, bro, you could take that dub. Like, that's the last thing we're going to be. We knew we were sending our most doo-doo team out there.
Yeah.
And all these people like commenting on it. Oh, we beat y'all and stuff.
Like, okay.
And everyone's reaction is just like, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats.
Right. We knew we were going to lose at some point. This wasn't a gold medal team.
Harrison Barnes was on the team. That's all I got to say. Harrison Barnes, the greatest finesse god ever.
See, Harrison Barnes. I'm about to look at this USA roster too.
I'm trying to pull up this France roster. They tweet a lot.
So disrespectful.
What?
Harrison Nice.
Harrison. What's the last?
That's the thing. Though.
What's the last thing Harrison done?
He missed some corner threes for the Warriors in 2017. I remember.
Yep. And then
Let me look up this roster.
The Warriors. Yeah, the Warriors got this man paid.
You know, when I type in US team roster to Google, guess who's the first nigga to pop up?
Who?
Harrison Barnes.
Nah. Hey, look, we gotta put some respect on Harrison Barnes' name because Harrison Barnes should not be the benchmark for embarrassment when he talks about this roster.
Yeah.
The benchmark? No disrespect. Mason,
Plumlee. Oh my gosh.
Is on this roster.
I take all bad things I said about you back. Well, not all of them, because you are the greatest.
White,
fast.
with his forehead, is on this roster.
I ain't never heard of that man
He's
till today.
Remember the point guard from the Spurs? His hair starts at like the top of his head.
Yeah. Man.
Greg Popovich had to be sick.
Had to be big, man.
Greg Popovich and Steve Kerr coached together. They had to be absolutely sick.
You know, them junks never...
They knew it was over when y'all remember when the news broke that the G Leaguers had beat the NBA white team.
Oh yeah. Man, we knew it was gonna be this bad. We knew it was bad when we were holding our hopes on Kyle Lowry, and even he denied us.
Dead serious. If I was Greg Popovich, I would have. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
When we got Kyle Lowry saying no to us, it's a wrap.
Oh man,
just pack it up, go home, boys.
I do hope that in 2 years, I don't know if you have to play the FIBAs to play the Olympics, but I do hope that like when the Olympics do come around, like it's 2020, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dang.
So here's the
sucks.
I think this is the France roster. So they got Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah, that's legit.
Amoth Mbe, never heard of him. They got Nicholas Batum, yep.
Hey.
Evan Fournier, never heard of him.
Oh yeah, he plays on the Magic, I think.
Yeah, see, that's I can't tell you last time I paid attention to the Magic. Rudy Gobert, the other name that stands out, and that's it.
Sheesh.
Andrew Elbici, BC. Excuse my French, but yeah, hey, they might be nice, but I know what I heard so far is some of like these European teams, they got some trees, and so that it sounded like we had problem on the boards, and they were killing us on that, but still, you can't at least lose in the finals though, like losing in the quarterfinals, that's mad embarrassing. Oh
yeah, bro. I'm trying to figure out how we could, and that's the thing. Like, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Is I was wondering when would be the earliest time that we could get all of our stars back. Like, I wish we could put together a team, and I know that they wouldn't do it because they're at the point in their careers where they're trying to stay healthy. But like, could you imagine a squad with KD, LeBron, Steph, like that, bruh?
Well, you know they're gonna come out for the Olympics. This will be great. Because for the Olympics next year, we about to show out.
I hope so.
We gotta.
I really hope so. That's why I asked about the roster and like qualifying.
Bro, imagine Zion in the Olympics. I need him to dunk on every world leader.
Every world leader?
Yes.
Hey, y'all need to bring your world leader out here so he can get dunked on.
Every one of them. Zion got to be on that team. They probably have some clause where it's like, nah, we don't. But Zion, I need to see.
Coach K used to do this, but I don't know if Pop will do it. Coach K loved having like two really young guys on the team.
Yeah.
So he was always really cool when it came to that stuff. But I don't know about Pop.
Yeah.
I don't know about Pop. We'll see.
Pop might quit after this. He might be like, it's a wrap. But I did not want to spend this whole time talking about USA basketball and France basketball. It just caught my attention. What I really wanted to get into was this Antonio Brown drama, but because it was all fun and games up until yesterday.
Yep.
When the rape allegations and all that dropped, and then at that point, it changes whole perspective, and now it's a matter of like, okay, like what's really going on here and all. But there was just one interest. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Have you read the statement that his lawyer released?
Yes.
Yeah, that junk is crazy and specific.
Yeah, that statement is very, like you said, crazy and specific, and it seemed like they were ready for this because it was blah blah, like boom, boom, boom,
like
boom.
Dates.
Yeah, They had it,
like, dang, okay.
and that dropped like quick also.
Yeah.
So part of me, it's like, it seems this is where it gets tough because I don't, dealing with like accusations like this, like you never want to discount the victim,
Right.
And we don't know. It just, to me, one of the biggest things about it is like I'm a Patriots fan, and so as soon as like this news dropped or whatever, nonetheless, I'm not over here gonna defend a guy that like we know there's like he's not the brightest dude in the room. Any dude that thinks it's a good idea to dye your mustache blonde, go on TV, do a sit down interview.
I think it's funny that's what you went with. Of all the things you could have gone with.
That was my. As soon as I seen him do that, I was like, yeah, there's something wrong with Buddy.
My question is, what story broke him beating his meat behind a girl's back?
So that somebody allegedly posted his emails to her. That was him. Like those were his words.
Yeah. Can't be laughing at this, bro. But no, because that's like one of the things about it. It was just the details were so outlandish. Where it was just like, he did what?
Yes.
And you're just like, wow, that's crazy.
Also,
like, come on, dog.
People wild, bro. I don't know if I got enemies out there, but let me tell you what I'm not about to do in a conversation with somebody. I'm not going to write it down.
Yeah, as soon
as I write it down, everybody screen cap.
Everybody
does.
Everybody.
You gonna write it down in email though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody trying to screen cap everything. Everybody screen cap.
Yeah.
Like everybody trying to expose somebody. Ain't no way in the way.
Email address?
Even phone conversations. Y'all saw how DeMarcus Cousins
AB84 at NFL.com.
Yeah.
No, but
what happened to DeMarcus Cousins? I know he getting.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, and again, that's another dude. That's another situation. I'm not really. We're not even really in a position to defend the athlete. But as soon as he started talking crazy, the girl that he was talking to had recorded the conversation. Right away. I don't understand, man. I understand emotion and all that stuff, man. Like, bro, y'all are so stupid,
so dumb.
Especially if you got money.
Well,
just count on every bad thing you're doing being recorded somehow.
Yeah. At every point, you got somebody trying to expose you, essentially, is what's going on.
Wild.
But like, one of the first things I saw after this whole Antonio Brown thing went down yesterday was this video. And I'm not even going to preface it. There's two videos. Somebody gives their interesting insight on all of this. Needless to say, y'all will figure out who it is pretty quickly, but we're going to listen and then talk about it.
Hey, Twitter world, yours truly. Well, the first week of fantasy football is in the can. It was quite an exciting week. I did well. I won my match. I tell you this. I was a little worried at the beginning of that Kansas City game. I was a little pissed at myself for not taking Mahomes. But as the day went on, Saquon Barkley did me right, and against a tough Dallas defense. That whole Antonio Brown saga sort of worked in my favor. Because last week when he was a Raider, I thought he might be suspended. I picked up Tyrell Williams, the other receiver there, and he had a great game for me. Now I have both him, still have Michael Thomas. And this week, not long ago, a few hours ago, I'm wondering, should I play Antonio Brown as my flex next week? I'm a little concerned if he'll be on a pitch count. I don't think the Patriots will totally bench Dorsett. He'll still get some time because of the great game he had. But then I saw where somebody accused Antonio of rape. Now, let's make one thing clear. He was accused, not charged. But I don't know if that's going to
this man got the nerve
this week. I'm hoping it's not true. Nothing I know about Antonio would make me think he would do something like that. But, as Antonio Brown turns, is where we're living now. I hope it's not true. I'm just saying. Take care.
So, in case you're not aware, that was O.J. Simpson talking Antonio Brown. And just, so basically, about a couple months ago, O.J. joined Twitter, and like, it's one of those, everyone's like, I'm going to hell for like following this or watching his videos and stuff. But literally every video he posts, it starts with that, "Hello, Twitter world.
It's yours truly."
It's yours truly. it's like cash money.
It makes me mad because he has a brand already. And he ends every episode with, "I'm just saying." I hate how, like, he could have a show.
He basically has a show, because there's not going to be any network or like any company that's willing to just, hey, we're going to have OJ on board. No. But he basically was able to pave a way for himself on Twitter. And I mean, he's at 900,000 followers right now. And he joined June 2019. It's bothersome. So, this is also, his bio says, "If you don't see it here, I didn't say it." God, dude, everything just...
It's perfect.
Everything about this man. Like, when he said, this man was accused now. Let's just remember, he was accused. I was like, bro.
Well, I don't know.
He said, whoa there, big fella.
Just a reminder. Bro, so the thing that pissed me off about it, and I was like, bruh, this is how controlled this is, man. And it's not, but it just seems like it is you could tell, if you've ever seen any of his other videos, you could tell this one was cut short, because when he started talking about the AB stuff, he basically just said, "Hey, just remember, he was accused, not charged."
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whoever was recording was like, nah. Just waving his hand across the throat, like, "Nah, bro, nope, that's it."
Yeah,
that's
here giving legal advice.
Yeah.
live during the video. They're like, no, bro, cut it off.
So that was last night.
I didn't get to see.
No.
I didn't get to see the video, but did his eyes like look up?
No, so this man, every video he wears sunglasses with it, and he's at the golf course. This man, every video he's at the golf course, and they're all like through random times of the day. This man lives at some golf course in Florida. How he got the money, I don't understand, because he was supposed to be paying like all these like settlement money and stuff for, you know, the alleged murder or not that he did, but hey, that's not our details to talk about and stuff. But basically, I dropped that video last night, get on Twitter this morning, and of course, 35 minutes ago, he dropped another gem. To set up this video, he's once again on some golf course. He has a NFL alumni polo on and some dark shades. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, Twitter world. It's me, yours truly. Well, the day is 9/11, and I guess we all should take a moment to remember the people who gave their lives and lost their lives on that day. I recall I was on my couch watching TV, and when they interrupted the show, that a plane had ran into the first building, and I immediately called my buddy Lawrence Taylor, big New Yorker. He was on the golf course, and I told him what happened, and, you know, he went on and continued to play golf. And then a few minutes later, a plane hit the second building, and I called Lawrence back. I said, "Lawrence, you ain't gonna believe this. Something's going on." And I remember he rushed into the clubhouse to see what was going on. Horrible day, but something I'd never forget. I woke up this morning thinking that would be the first thing I hear, but my TV is automatically on a sports station, and the first thing I hear is they're talking about football players wearing watches on the football field. I'm sure there's a logical reason for that. Then, of course, they're talking about Antonio Brown and the rape allegations. And I'm listening to these sportscasters. All of a sudden, they become crime reporters. And I heard this one guy make an idiotic statement that the girl is obviously moral and all that, and she might be. I'm not saying she's not. But they said because she's only asking for $75,000. And I'm saying to myself, Jesus, why don't these sports guys just talk about sports? The law is in federal court that she has to ask for a minimum of $75,000. Make no mistake about it. This girl ain't sending herself through all of this for $75,000. So stick to what you know. Don't talk about what you don't know. I'm just saying. Take care.
So
I'm so mad when you just texted me right now, Taro. Hold on. I don't know. Did he text you at Lindo?
No.
Okay, watch. So.
Okay. Oh, right. I ain't worn a pair of gloves in my life.
It's a very similar pose. No.
For all the people, I don't know, for all the people that watches this show that don't know what Liddell looked like, Liddell looks exactly like.
So don't speak that into it.
First of all, no, the hell I do not. Second of all, let's not pretend like the Facebook app ain't open on my phone right now, getting ready for me to roast your behind on the next episode of the podcast. But, oh yeah, let me collect them pictures real quick, man. God, man, you had to do it, man. That's wild.
So I just with
a guest on our podcast that
roasting you.
That's crazy.
Luckily, it's not a digital medium. As far as like video,
oh yeah,
my
wait
God.
till we start live streaming this at the same record. Bro. Wait,
oh my gosh! So just really quick, like breaking down the video. This man started talking about 9/11, told a weird story about Lawrence Taylor that like, yeah, the first building got hit. Lawrence Taylor kept playing golf, whatever. Then the second building got hit. Then at that point, Lawrence Taylor stopped playing golf and went into the club. And if I'm Lawrence Taylor, I'm like, bro, like, that's not how I want to be portrayed about when that went down.
Right.
And then, and then the flip to watches with the whole Odell stuff, then bringing back to Antonio Brown, getting on people talking about, like, his point essentially was like, hey, it's 9/11. We should be, mourning and acknowledging like the people and just the significance of the event, whatever. Not talking about this situation. Yet you're bringing light to this situation. And then you're essentially discrediting the rape victim. Just
so many things happening at once.
Like,
wait.
Say what?
No, all jokes aside, but getting nutted on your back is rape.
So it was the consensual and non-consensual part of it is what they're like dealing with right now. Because that was like the build up to it. The next part of it is like she claims that he forcibly raped her. So like it was basically their detailing the trail of events in that sense.
And what makes this story? It's like, that whole Me Too movement and getting nothing on your back. But that nigga looks like he just looks like a sexual predator.
I mean, with the blonde mustache, it absolutely doesn't help. My thing is guilty or innocent from a football standpoint. Like, if you're the Patriots and you didn't know about any of this, bro, you got to be like sick.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, my biggest thing with this is, I think this is the Steelers doing. This is me just kind of looking in on the outside of it, because the timing of it, and then also like this happened 2017, 2018. Yeah. That's like the detailing of it while he was with them. So my thing is like, all right, she probably came to it about it, approached them about it, or her lawyers at least did, and they kind of like either swept it under the rug or whatever. And then just because to me the timing of it seems super like.
All right, so the statement that shows here is that she's been asking for money those 3 years for investment.
Yes. So that's what AB's lawyers came out saying, that she's been asking for money, and so that's basically their side of the defense, is that, hey, like she's been trying to extort him for the past couple of years. This is and the tricky part is they acknowledge that, like, hey, they got into a consensual relationship. But the other point I saw someone make about that is like, yeah, you get into a consensual relationship with her, but hey, bro, you were still married to somebody. So like, it's not a good look either way, because essentially, like, you either it seems like those texts were legit, and so even if it's consensual or all that, or she's trying to extort him, all those texts are still out there, and it's just like, why are you sending that to some? It's just, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, and I don't think I'm interested to see what happens as far as like what the Patriots do or what the NFL do, because like Patriots won't immediately cut him off that, because one, you got to give him a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. You
got to give him a benefit of the doubt, and also it's only a civil lawsuit, so there hasn't been any like legit legal actions taken against him, and so it's just innocent until proven guilty so far. So I guess we're just gonna see it play out. It's just, I mean, that's kind of been the thing with the whole Antonio Brown thing, though, where it's just one thing after the other, and I'm sure this story is gonna further develop. It starts getting tricky once you have, like, say, maybe you start having other people come forward about, oh, he did this, or whatever, or if it's, hey, she's been trying to extort him for money before, blah, blah, blah. The bad part of this is also, like, his lawyers are going on the defense super hard, and so they're bringing up her, like, hey, she's had failed businesses in the back. It's the victim shaming, which,
all that stuff.
Yeah, that's just the tricky part when it comes to these rape allegations and stuff, and tying it back into the Me Too movement. It just makes it tough going forward for other, victims to come forward, because you're just like not sure, but. We'll kind of move on from that, because this just happened last night, and we're still waiting to see it develop out. His agent's supposed to come on SportsCenter later today, or like soon actually, to kind of speak on it. So that'll be interesting to see what they gotta say.
He's getting on TV?
Yeah, he's getting on SportsCenter to talk about it. So his agent is not. And Antonio Brown just needs to not show his face anywhere. Nah. And just let OJ just, I don't even. But so y'all know all these new streaming services coming out, right? Disney Plus is rolling out in November, and then Apple, I watched their event yesterday. They got theirs coming out in
November 1, right?
I think October.
Oh, Lord.
And theirs is going to be $5 a month. Another streaming service coming that I just found out about. Take a guess.
Pornhub.
No. No, simply put, nope. That's not it. No, it's BET. I was scrolling randomly through Twitter, and I saw BET Plus streaming service coming soon to you. I was like, oh.
You're gonna be able to watch Baby Boy again, the game.
You gonna watch all the reruns of Martin? Well, because was Martin originally a BET show?
No, UPN.
UPN, yeah. So I don't even think they'd have, because first of all, I can't tell you the last time I watched anything on BET. Part of it, like for the past 3 years or whatever, I didn't have cable. But I just recently moving into the new place. It comes with like a basic cable package.
Yeah.
But like, I don't even know what BET would have.
So I keep thinking about. I'm like, I actually want MTV because that's like Pimp My Ride.
Oh yeah.
Cribs.
Mm-hmm. Give me Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like MTV. I was legitimately sitting there and I was like, what BET got to offer? And also, it's not even what they got to offer, because in a way it's like, all right, is BET actually owned by black people, or?
As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure the Boondocks made fun of that, didn't they? Didn't the Boondocks make fun of that very thing when they showed there's an entire scene in the Boondocks where they had like the BET board meeting.
Oh yeah, it's all white people. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Tyler Perry somehow.
The 05, 06 BET Awards. Those years were heat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean, because when you had 106 in Park.
Oh my gosh.
Like there was that when we were in middle school, early high school, like those years, BET used to be hype. But I'm just saying, as far as like to build a streaming service, when you're trying to compete with the Disney Plus, Apple rolling theirs out, Netflix already a juggernaut in this, and the already established brands, Hulu, HBO, etc. It doesn't seem like a wise business. Like, also, how much are you going to be charging people for? Because if it's like, you got to be dirt cheap. I'm assuming like $2 a month or whatever. But at that point, is that like worth the business? I don't know. It just seems like a niche business idea. BT Plus. It just, I was taken back when I saw that. I was like, wait, what's BT doing out here in these streets?
That it ain't gonna be successful, but hey, shout out to BT.
Yeah, I guess it's worth a try. Can't hate their hustle. It ain't for me, Chief. Like right now, the only streaming service I personally pay for is Spotify, and that's because I had been using like
it's with that BET is with Tyler Perry Studios. It seems like, according to AJC.com. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I remember seeing something. Yeah, so it said BET announced its streaming service in June and has September 19th launching for its $9.99 month offering. Viacom and Tyler Perry's BET Plus streaming. So
you got the game. You're gonna be able to watch the game.
What else?
Real Husbands.
Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Was that BET?
Yeah.
But that was on Netflix for like a minute.
Yeah, it was. Got that first season.
Oh yeah, the new edition biopic or whatever they did. I heard really good stuff about that. I mean, it sounds like they're going to be paving a lot of like original content, and if they're able to pull the big names as far as like Ava DuVernay, or like get Ryan Coogler, get some of the like big names, black producers like Spike Lee and those people to create content for them, because that's essentially what they're gonna need to do to have it to be sustainable and pull people in. Because it's like, oh yeah, like I'll go to see some Ryan Coogler does, because like just from his work sample, I've liked every project he's done. He's one of those few producers like, hey, he's got a project. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give him benefit of doubt just because off his past. Ava DuVernay, I mean, her most recent with the When They See Us, talking about the Central Park Five. That's like one of the most tough biopic, documentary, whatever you want to call it, films I've ever watched. Like 5-part series, and so I think that's
forgetting the one staple BET.
What's
BET
that?
Uncut.
What's BET Uncut?
I can't wait to see them BET Uncut videos. That 50 Cent in the club Uncut.
Oh, I forgot about BET. I mean, like they can. I think their nostalgia like pull could be super cool, as far as just like loading up all the past 106 in Parks.
Yeah, that would,
all those, because they had a run through the 2000s where they were killing it when it came to music videos, and just because it's essentially like how MTV started off with music videos. BT in a way kind of hugely focused around it. It basically became MTV for black entertainment through those early 2000s, and then they got more into, I don't know. I've yet to watch BT over the past a while now.
BET in general.
Yeah. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I used to, because when I did used to watch it, it seemed like they would basically have, for the most, like their main show was The Game, right? That was what they had, and then they also had 106 in Park, and in every like other time slot, it seemed like a rerun of a movie, or they were showing reruns of Martin or what was it? What was the show with Miss Parker? Y'all ever watch Miss Parker?
Oh, yeah, bruh. Yes.
The Parkers.
The Parkers, yeah, the Parkers with
Yes.
what's the old girl name? Went on the Breakfast Club. Kept calling Charlemagne.
Monique?
Yes, Monique.
Yes, Monique.
Monique. It's still early. Yep.
That was my mom's show back when it was on UPN.
Yep. Yeah. No, I used to. That's when.
My mom was faithful to the Parkers.
Yo, no, I used to love the Parkers. That's when you had the basic channels, not even basic cable. You just had them 4 or 5 channels that came through that antenna. Yeah, the Parkers was always on. That's how I got into Everybody Loves Lucy. I think that's or I Love Lucy. Whatever.
Lucy, yeah.
I Love Lucy. Everybody. I combine Everybody Hates Chris with I Love Lucy.
Could you imagine a combo show?
That would be, that'd be wild. That was another one. Everybody Hates Chris was another one on UPN, I think, or whatever. That was just always on.
That was on a big network.
Was it?
Yeah, that was on a big network. I was watching that when new episodes were coming out.
Yeah, I think that might have been. Was it on Fox or ABC? I don't
remember if it was on Fox or ABC. It was one of those, or it might have been NBC.
MTV, I think.
NBC, not MTV.
Let's see.
Everybody Hates Chris was on NBC. I think. Let me check.
I got you pulled up. It was the CW. That's
Chris Rock.
The CW and UPN. Yeah. I thought it was like UPN had a run.
Oh no, they're on CBS.
It says here networks on their it says the CW and UPN. Cause I remember seeing it on the CW.
The CW, I hated CW. I still hate it.
Why'd you hate it?
So it was only whack ass white shows and shit. It was just I hated the acting.
Well, that's like
a little bit.
Cause I pulled up the list of the CW shows right now. So they got none of these I've watched. So they got so The Flash I've watched, but that's solely through Netflix. And the first couple of seasons were super good. It's just among my other shows, it got caught in all that like
Arrow.
Yeah, you watched Arrow, right?
Yeah,
of course he does. You look like an Arrow watcher.
That doesn't make any sense. So does OJ watch Arrow? You think OJ watches Arrow?
Hey, OJ watched Arrow when he was in prison, yo.
Oh my gosh.
It seemed like the CW had a weird like DC deal.
So the reason why that is because the CW was the WB.
Oh, Warner Brothers.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Girlfriends was on CW.
What was?
My girlfriend. Never mind. They might have some. They have some.
Did this man just get on me for watching Arrow and then try to sing the theme song to Girlfriends?
Girlfriends was heat.
I actually never watched Girlfriends.
Get out of here with that.
Girlfriends was heat.
They had the Vampire Diaries.
But no, the vast majority of the shows on the WB and then subsequently the CW were whack.
Yeah.
Whack. The vast majority of
They had Gossip Girl.
I hated. I recognized CW as the superhero. I didn't really.
Well,
oh yeah, that's because
that's recency though. But like they had some classics on here. They had some white people classics. They had 90210,
Smallville,
One Tree Hill, bro. Bring that up to any girl 25 and 30.
Yes,
they're going crazy.
Yeah, Gossip Girl.
One Tree Hill, 90210.
Yep. Yeah. Whack.
Super whack.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of mayo.
I didn't know they had girlfriends. They had girlfriends. So
they had girlfriends. They had Everybody Hates Chris. That's when you know, like, all right, we look super white, guys. We got to sprinkle in some black shows here.
So we need to sprinkle in some melanin.
Yeah. We need
a lot of it.
A lot. And they kind of phased it out. And they never had it like
was about to get it too. ABC Family was on the same boat with CW to me, but now that they got
Grownish.
Grownish, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Grownish is on ABC Family?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, cuz I agree. First of all, I don't know why they changed their name to Freeform. It's stupid.
Y'all notice Freeform is basically for anybody between the age of 24 and 30. Y'all notice all their rerun stuff is like movies and TV shows that was around like when we were in middle school and high school. Like all of them. Like if you go on Freeform and watch like the movies that they play on there too. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
This is all the people. This is all the people between 24 and 30.
Yeah. First of all, I went to the website of Freeform. I didn't know they were part of Disney.
Yeah, well,
ABC
Family used to be. ABC Family was a surrogate of ABC, which ABC is owned by Disney. That's why. So Disney basically owns ABC Family, now Freeform, and Disney also owns ESPN. That's why you'll see like college football games, like ESPN on ABC through that partnership or whatever. That's why when Disney recently bought out Fox, it was just like, oh, they taking over the world. Yeah, so at that point,
it's over.
They own a majority of just the digital.
There's literally no reason to have Netflix. Maybe Hulu for the TV.
But this is the thing. No, but yeah, this is the thing. Hulu, like Disney's new streaming service, they're bundling it with Hulu.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's literally no reason to have Netflix. Because Netflix now is going to solely rely on its original content. And they have a ton of good original content. But they also are dishing out a lot of content. Like, it's almost like overly... Like, it's one of those, they have so much content. And there's a couple of them that are super good. But you're just also wasting a ton of money on other content that's not good at all. And they're also still like billions of dollars in debt, which is because they started off basically with no money, and they're like, we're just gonna borrow. I don't even know how you could do that. How you can be billions of dollars in debt and still like spending billions on content. The math doesn't add up to me. Man,
just wait till they start paying their taxes.
Oh.
They didn't even pay their taxes in 2018.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so...
Just wait.
Bro, I have not heard of any of these Freeform / ABC Family shows. I'm just... So, I'm going to read these names out. If you've heard of it, I have not. So Little Time.
No.
Mystery Girls.
Hard no.
The Middleman.
No idea.
Good Trouble.
No.
Reba?
Reba? Okay, Reba's been around for a little bit.
Okay. Truth and Eliza.
Nope.
Startup You.
No.
Fresh Off the Boat I've heard of.
Okay, yeah. How is that still on?
It's not.
I was gonna say I feel like it got canceled.
Fresh Off the Boat is low key funny. Because I randomly came up on it on Hulu, and I watched a couple episodes, and Fresh Off the Boat I messed with. Where are we at? God, dude, so many just caucasity going on here.
shows I've never heard of.
Melissa and Joey, Twisted.
Hey, that show was lit.
Melissa and Joey.
I caught it on TV when it was on TV. I never like.
That's where it catches your attention, and you watching 5 minutes of it, and you're like, okay, that happened to me a couple times with what's it, Queens and Kings or Kings and Queens?
Kings of Queens.
Kings of Queens.
Yeah. Yes. King of Queens.
King of Queens, yeah. With old Paul Blart Mall Cop on it. Sorry, I can't remember your real name.
Yeah, Kevin James?
Kevin James, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin James.
Yep.
Put some respect.
Yep. I was upset, like, it was like, dang well in real life, he ain't dating, like, because his wife was beautiful. I'm like, dang well in real life, that man ain't dating that woman.
That was him in every show, every movie, though.
Yes.
Hitch.
Yeah. That's how they create.
He had to get the juice. It hit. He would have got that girl. He just needed to learn.
He did. He learned from Will Smith.
There you go.
That's so true. But, yeah. I mean, Bunheads, Chasing Life, Dead of Summer, The Lion Game, The 9 Lives of Chloe King. Oh, my gosh. I'm grossed out. And then you got Grownish. Yeah, that's... And it's also... Because that's the other interesting part about this. Since Disney essentially owns AB's... Like, Disney's going to have so much content that... Like, because think about it this way. Disney's essentially offloading all... Like, hey, all their original, like, their princess movies, like, all the classic shows from the 2000s, like, imagine going back to getting to watch Even Stevens, all these classic shows. It's stupid. They're gonna absolutely run away with this.
Yeah. Their numbers are gonna be pretty silly.
Yeah.
Because we've had to go on some Bobo website or like download something illegally to like stream all this like nostalgia stuff.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, they're all in one place.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're going to be adding original content also. It's just
the Marvel and Star Wars stuff alone that they've announced is so crazy, bro.
Yeah. I've been keeping up with some of that stuff, and I'm like
this show, The Mandalorian. The cool thing about The Mandalorian is simultaneously super, super nerdy in Star Wars, but also if you've never watched Star Wars anything before, you can watch it and know what's going on. Man.
Yeah, dog.
I'm here for the Disney takeover, man. I really am.
It's gonna be hype. I know this Disney takeover. That like might be the actual minus Spotify. That might be the actual streaming service. I'm like, all right, I'll pay for that. Or at least go halves with someone, because you gotta imagine they're having a family subscription or something. Be like, all right, we fam, dog. Split this.
Yep.
Split this.
Yeah, this was an interesting point. I heard someone's taking all these streaming services. It's like these streaming services were meant to be cheaper than cable, but now if you add them all up,
it's cost more. Yeah.
It costs about more the same as cable.
Yeah.
You add Wi-Fi too to get all that. Man.
Yeah. No, I know, and that's and yeah, it all became basically. I mean, it was all like started and ended with Netflix, because like Netflix just boomed with it rapidly, and everyone was basically just starting to play keep up. And once it was basically because it was Netflix, Hulu came along, HBO was kind of had their own whatever, but it was like all kind of steady or whatever. But what really flipped the switch was once Disney announced that, because that's like, all right, Disney announced that 50% of the content that was on Netflix was Disney stuff.
Yeah.
And so Disney first was like, all right, we going to need all these stuff back. Netflix like, oh, shoot, they're coming for us. So Netflix ups the ante and is basically, all right, we got to triple double our production of original content. Disney's over here. We're building this juggernaut. Everyone else is seeing what's going on. Is like, we got to play keep up. And so that's why, like, the NBC, I think, pulled The Office. NBC's pulling The Office from Netflix because they're starting their own streaming platform or whatever. They're putting it to separate. So that's going to be the other hard part about it. It's like I love The Office, but I'm not about to pay for NBC streaming service.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just better off, like, buying the DVD set or however the digital set of it and keeping it on me rather than paying however much a month to watch it, because like I watch The Office constantly whenever I'm like in between shows or I just need something on, I watch it on. That was the nice thing about having it on Netflix. But it's like, oh, okay, you're moving it back to your own service. All right, the only thing you've ever done I've created like is The Office. I'm not trying to pay $5, $10, however much a month just to watch The Office when I could just make a one-time payment of $20, $30, buy the whole digital set or something, and have it on hand.
Yeah, and I will say this, as expensive as it is to have, because I saw a list, and somebody put together a list, and it did show that all of it together is going to be pretty expensive. I thought one thing that was important to note, depending on where you live, like, internet providers will bundle in TV. So, like, if you're buying internet already,
yeah,
and you're getting TV for free, and then say you, like, pick two. Say if it's, you know, the Disney Plus bundle, which that's technically the bundle is like three of them. It's Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, not including.
Oh, there's no point. Yeah, you might as well just. I didn't know Hulu was gonna be in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like,
so Disney's coming out with Disney Plus, but they're also bundling it with Hulu and ESPN Plus, which is just gonna knock. That's what I'm saying. It's a juggernaut because it's like, and it's only gonna cost like $13 a month.
$13 for all three together.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
That's what
because
I'm saying.
because right now Hulu is $5 a month. I'm pretty sure it's like either $5, $10. I think basic Hulu is $5 a month, and ESPN Plus is $5.
I'm getting no commercials. Yeah, so it's gonna be like $15, $16.
So like if you were to get basic Hulu and then basic ESPN Plus, you're paying $10 a month. So you throw the Disney Plus in there, it's like, okay, so I just, rather than pay, because I think the Disney Plus by itself was going to be like $8.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pay for all three of those, you're paying like 18, 19 bucks, rather than I'll pay 13 and I'm getting all three of them.
Getting all three. I'm already getting TV with my cable bundle.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah,
or my internet bundle, getting cable with my internet bundle.
And Disney, the difference between Disney and Netflix is Disney will be able to like stay at the price point they're started at, unlike Netflix, where Netflix is like every couple months or whatever they've been raising their subscription price. Yeah. It seems like
it feels like every year that conversation is changing.
Yeah, because they start. I mean, when Netflix started, it was like $6-7, right?
Yeah.
Now they're at like 13, 14. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got standard, they got HD joint, and it's up there. But here I got a question for y'all because I just now remembered this. So Disney decided that with its original content, it will actually go week to week releases versus Netflix, which does bingeable, where they'll release the whole series at once.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts?
When I heard this was the one thing for me. I was like,
yeah,
I don't necessarily love it because I got so used to the Netflix style of like just binge watching a show. And to me, because like the last TV show that I followed that was still like airing that like I kind of kept up with was New Girl, and that was still on like a weekly basis or stuff like that. Yeah. Or like even like one of my favorite just terrible reality shows, as far as like, no, it's great. I take that back. It's a phenomenal show. But Are You the One? Like I love Are You the One, but like watching it on a week to weekly basis is hard. And so I essentially what I did with New Girl and that show was like wait for a season to end and then just kind of go through and watch all of it in one sitting.
Yeah.
And so I think I think part of it I've gotten so ingrained to having the binge, like being able to sit through and watch 3-4 episodes at a time. And so that's going to definitely take some getting used to.
Right. And it is nuts too, because I think there's two big things that I thought of when I was thinking of the whole model, the week to week. Because at first I was too. I was like I don't mind, because a lot of shows anyway that come on TV, I end up just waiting until they're done and then watching and then going through.
Yeah.
But one thing that I kept thinking, like the more I thought about it, the one thing that kept coming up was, it's like I wonder if this is just more healthy. Like in general.
They're just trying to control us. The government's trying to control us, yo.
Who trying to control us?
The government. I don't know.
Through what? Would you say the government is trying to control us through week to week, or releasing it
week to week?
Week to week.
Week to week.
So the government's trying to slow down our TV intake.
Mm-hmm. Trying to make our serotonin levels high or whatever. I don't know the science.
Huh?
It, though.
Bro, what are you talking about? Trying to make our serotonin level high?
What? Wouldn't the government want us to watch more TV more often?
Nah, that's what you think. That's what they want you to believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have an example of a person that thinks they're woke, but they're not. You think they want us to watch more, but they really don't want us to watch more. And
Yo, let me be woke.
Hey, bro,
you right. Do you, bro?
Do you, bro?
We just trying to help you not make a fool full of yourself.
Now,
Yeah,
I'll say this: like, it was bittersweet when I heard the announcement because, like, Stranger Things comes out. We'll watch three episodes in a day. I know somebody who basically watched the entire series in like just over a day. So I know that that kind of news is gonna be tough, but I like it. I don't mind it because what's cool too is like. Because if you remember back in the day, Fox, NBC, ABC started doing this where they would air a show and then the next week they would put that episode on their website.
Yeah.
What Disney gets to do is you can just wait and then binge it. If you wait 3 weeks, you don't have to worry because there's going to be 3 episodes on the on the website or whatever. So
yeah,
I don't mind it too much.
And it'll be one of those things if it's
but
really.
Then you're behind.
You're behind in what sense?
Oh, well, that's the thing. If it's a show big enough, like, I'll give 2 examples. There's only 2 shows out there where people were literally like, they'd watch live and then they'd tweet it. And that's Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. And then probably...
And Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. Snowfall's starting to get to that point now. Power a little bit. But there are only a handful of shows where you're like, we got to watch it now because everybody's talking about it. If you're that type of person, then you're gonna watch it. When it comes out anyway.
And Game of Thrones was the greatest example of like that's still a viable like format of week to week because I mean I never got into Game of Thrones and I was just never gonna get into it. But it was Sunday night. I mean it's a wrap. You get on Game of Thrones and it's just literally bombarded
the whole episode
tweets. And even more simple example, The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Yes.
Monday night
live
between 8 to 10 p.m. It's just hella Bachelor tweets.
Commentary, yeah.
Commentary.
Full commentary.
Yeah. And we do it, I mean, we do the same thing with sports, and that's why one of the great things about why Twitter's so great during sports time because you're able to kind of live tweet in the moment and have a live reaction. And so I think it will be a very viable option and it'll do well. It'll go smoothly.
Yeah, I don't mind it. If it's a big enough show, people will watch it week to week. Otherwise, it is kind of tough to keep up with shows, I guess, that are week to week, and they'll just be there when we get to them.
Yeah, it just like I could probably. I feel like the Disney service will have like a good organization to it, where Netflix is just like I'll open up Netflix and I'm bombarded. It's like here's new, and part of it, most of the times, it's like hard for me to even keep up with what shows I'm watching or whatever, or like a new season of a show that I really like drops, and for the most part I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this has been out for a month yet.
Yeah.
But
yo, this Apple streaming service too, bro.
I'm intrigued
What's
by their
Apple doing?
They came out with Apple TV Plus.
They just announced their own streaming service.
Yeah. And
what are they gonna stream?
Original content.
Literally all original content.
They're literally creating like.
Ew.
No, you say ew,
I might
but
buy it still, but ew.
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing about it's. That's the thing that's like crazy about what Apple's doing, and kind of the difference from like when I look at it with the BT Plus, where Apple is basic. Let's just simply put it like this: Apple's basically a bank now. These niggas just recently came out with credit cards.
Yes.
Like Apple is just.
I'm gonna get that soon too.
I debated also, but I was kind of like I wanted it, but then when I started thinking about it, it's like there's other cards with better cash back. But I do like just basically the fun of it.
I'm about to cave, bro.
I texted Lindell yesterday when the Apple event started, and I was like, "Hey, bro, it might be time for you to go to Team Apple because
It's tough, man. It's tough. We've talked about this for years. I love what they do at their event every year. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I think the conversation between Apple and Android is valid. I think the conversation between Apple and Samsung is kind of stupid because they both put out the best phones. Like, without argument, they put out the two best phones in the market.
Yeah,
every year. So it's like, whatever your preference is, you go with that. And what's funny is there's the conversation that Apple and Samsung have, and there's the conversation that the culture has. And the culture, Apple still has the edge because of that damn the color of the text box. That junk still
the blue
iMessage.
It's
bro.
a social status, bro.
I hate it.
Apple is so genius for that.
I hate it so much.
The social status of that blue box, bro. Yeah. It changes everything. It changes because as soon as
so defiant.
And it like legitimately, because as soon as like I'm in a group message and I see the green and I'm like, who's the dang
Who is this
inferior
outsider?
Who's this outsider hanging among us? And because the other annoying part of it is like a couple last week there was a friend started like a group message with like 9-10 different people. It was one of those, basically she was letting us know of this live stream that was going on if we want to check it out.
Right.
So get the text. It's like, okay, super cool. And iPhone people are used to, one of the cool things iPhone does now, where it's like you can basically have like almost like a thumbs up, thumbs down reaction to text.
Yeah, kind of like how Facebook does.
Yeah,
do reactions to
so you just press down on the text. You can exclamation mark, heart, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. So people do that when it's not all iPhone. And the problem with it is iPhone sends it notifies you, but instead of just like showing
really
you, it quotes it, Chris like blank 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 blank, the whole dang message, sending a whole freaking text telling me. And the problem is you'll have like 4 or 5 people doing it, and I'm like, guys, stop.
Yes.
I don't need getting 6-7 texts talking about y'all all liking this message.
Apple out here shaming folks into getting their phones, bro.
Yes. Yes.
I'm defiant of it. I'm so defiant, man. I'm not a just cuz person. Like I have an S9 Plus. Galaxy has been great for me the past couple of years. Looking forward to getting the 5. Looking forward to selling my kidney for the 5G, their 5G phone. But Apple's new stuff is crazy. You talk about credit cards, bro. Apple has credit cards. But that wasn't even what I was talking about when I was talking about caving. So I swipe credit cards multiple times every day. I don't know if you guys have ever held one of these before. And there's multiple companies that have them, so I'm not going to act like Amazon's the only one. But have y'all ever held an Amazon Prime credit card?
No.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing is metal.
Amazon the narc. I don't trust Amazon,
bro. Well,
Amazon's the one. Like,
that's why I say what I said, where I might cave, bro. Like I apologize in advance because your boy's probably gonna be on the dark side when it all goes down.
Nah, Amazon be the
Prime
one
credit
I
cards
won't.
Are like brushed steel, like metal. I'm like, bro, what the heck?
What I need that in my life for?
Yeah,
what do I need?
I didn't think that either until I started swiping them things. I'm like, bro.
I thought you were excited. I thought you were going to tell me about the APR, the interest rate.
Yeah, I know. Great cashback. Nah, they got a metal card, bro.
That's too.
They got a.
That's just that thing just looks nice.
Cause I was legit. Why I had paused when I was, cause I was ready. I got the notification from Apple and it was all like, yeah, you could apply for the credit card or for the credit card. I was like, bet. And then I kind of started doing some research and I was like, well, there's some other cards that have like better cashback and I get cashback on everything. So I kind of held off on it. He came in with, yo, they got a metal card. It looked nice.
Amex has one too. It's not like they're the only ones. And I do need to look up the numbers. The only reason I bring it up for me personally is because we're about to move into a new house. Look at the Amazon boxes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's been like it would behoove me, like it makes sense for me to look up what the numbers are because we've been priming like crazy.
Y'all got Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
How much is that?
They let you choose between monthly and yearly. We're doing monthly right now, and it's literally like $4.
See, that's not bad. Amazon is like great if you buy stuff for it a lot.
Yeah,
but I have like 2-3 times a year where I really need something off Amazon, and yeah, it's Prime. So I used to in the past would hit up an old former friend, let's just say that way, be like, hey, can I use your Amazon to order this for me? They would order it and not pay them back. Now I can't really do that anymore. It'd be awkward to ask them. And so now I got to find a new plug. Basically, I need to find the Amazon plug and I need to find the HBO plug. HBO plug is what I've been trying to find for a minute.
I need to figure out why mine is lower. I looked it up. Amazon, it says it's $13 per month. And I'm like, that seems a little high because I'm pretty sure mine's like $6. Mine is like
reparations or something.
Did you say reparations?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come through the phone and slap you. Amazon. Could you imagine Amazon said, "Hey, as a part of our reparations program, we would like to apologize.
As part of our Negro reparations initiative.
On behalf of all Anglo-Saxons, we would like to give you 50% discount on Amazon.
The NRI, Negro Reparations Initiative.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Here at Amazon, we care about you niggas.
I don't know. It's reparations or something. I hate you so much.
Came with top rope reparations.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, we've been getting stuff from Amazon Prime like crazy. So I need to look up those numbers, man, because they got good figures. I'm gonna be like, shoot, we might have to come through with the Amazon Prime card.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Nah, when I serve tables, that's the most card I see. I see the most that Amazon Prime.
Yeah, for real?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
crazy. It must have good APR.
Well, yeah, I gotta look into it because this is the first time I'm actually hearing about the Amazon card. But it also makes sense because when you think about it, like, it's not only online shopping. Like, Whole Foods is owned by Amazon, and they're only gonna keep buying other places out and stuff. And so it's all like in the next couple of years, it's Disney and Amazon and Apple are just about to start running the world. I'm just waiting for Apple and Disney to merge. That's like gonna be the final thorn in the juggernaut.
They were close a while ago because they're
basically besties. They're basically besties.
Yeah.
So
they were close.
Yeah,
around
I know.
Toy Story years.
Yeah, with the whole because Pixar was tied in with Apple because Steve Jobs helped start Pixar.
Yeah, they were close, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, if that happens, bro, as much as I wouldn't mind if they did, I guarantee you that's gonna get fought. Like, people are 100% gonna fight that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's
that's how people fought the Fox acquisition. Acquisition.
That's the thing too. Is Disney? I've been saying this for the past few weeks. Disney hasn't even started like really talking about Fox and what they're doing with Fox yet. That's the crazy part. Oh yeah, 5% back on Amazon.com and Whole Foods Market. 2% back at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores. 1% back on all other purchases. Yeah, it's a Visa Prime. That's lit.
Dang. All right. Lit. I might have to.
I'll have to compare to some other stuff, but that's fire. I'm not even gonna lie. That is legit.
They all just gonna take our money. They all just gonna take our money. It's a wrap.
That is crazy.
All right.
We talking about credit cards now.
I know. I'm already like, all right. Let me look at these real quick. Even though I got low key
we have arrived at talking about credit cards.
But
rates.
Yeah, we woke up hella early, and by hella early, I mean 10 a.m. But
same. My alarm went off at 10:01.
I also did go to bed like 3. This is my problem. So I'll be up working on my computer doing stuff, and then I usually like throw something on just as background noise. And then I'm about to go to bed. I'm like, I gotta finish this episode, and it's happened to me the past 2 nights. This is the bad part of having cable now. It's like, cause you just get those certain times where they're just, some networks are just basically reruns all through just.
Yeah.
And
episode of Fresh Prince come on, you'd be like,
yep. So so 2 nights ago it was Fresh Prince.
Yes.
Past couple of nights also it's been Wild and Out. And so yeah, I was sitting there, episode of Wild and Out, and I was like, they got T.I. on. Well, shoot, I gotta finish this now. Laying there in bed. Next thing you know, 30 minutes later. And I gotta make sure I catch it right before the next one starts, because it's over for me. Or else I'm trapped. It's
trapped.
Yep. I'm like, yeah, I could do one more. But Culture Discourse Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you've listened this far, you a real one. Tyrone joined us on the other side. Yo, where they can follow you at? Did we lose him? Is he dead?
Oh, sorry, you were talking to me. What'd you say?
I said, where can they follow you at?
Where's my what?
Yep, so that's where you can follow Tyrone Dupree at.
at where's my what?
At where?
On Twitter and Instagram.
Our Instagram at Tyrone Dupree. My Snapchat, Tyrone.d.
You the first person to put their Snapchat out there.
I'm putting it all, baby.
This man a fool. He said at my Snapchat. I ain't never. So Snapchat is funny. My Snapchat is crazy because it's just like I have a bunch of random people that I've met literally once. Like I have like 3-4 dudes I met in Vegas, and it was always like, yeah, bro. Hey, what's your Snapchat, dog? We'll keep in touch or whatever.
Oh,
and there's like, all right, cool. And then
Instagram.
Say what?
Tyrone.Dupree.
Oh,
he went and checked.
Yeah, Tyrone. Bro, I hope you get a follower out of this, man. I hope. You know what? I hope you do. I hope you do. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and. He needs it. He needs it. Got to get that follower count up. Let's get this man. Let's get this man a follower.
Working on that ratio.
Yeah. But on this side, it's your boy Ben. You can follow me at Thundercat Felix. Why Thundercat Felix? Don't matter. Mind your own dang business, alright?
As always, Lindell. You can follow me at Chase Actually on Twitter or Top Speed Chase on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your Snapchat?
What do you mean? What's my Snapchat? Oh,
he ain't got no face chat, Snapchat, all chat. Instaface.
I'm not gonna lie. I've downloaded and deleted Snapchat probably 3 or 4 times.
Snapchat's so fun. I just love Snapchat because it's just literally.
That sounds like a boring life.
Boring life. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight, man.
Yeah.
I saw on Snapchat just now, Kylie. I can't wait to go up search it more. But Kylie got the Playboy nudes coming.
Okay, and on that note,
is that why I need to get back on Snapchat, Tyrone?
That's why you need to get back on Snapchat.
Okay, now we know. I appreciate that.
That Daily Mail, yo.
I appreciate that. That's right, because Snapchat does like news, quote, air quotes, hard air quotes, news.
Yes, Snapchat is just those gossip magazines and all that.
Oh my god.
What's the word I'm looking for? Snapchat is the TMZ of the social media. Let's just.
Yo, that's actually pretty accurate.
Yep. Yeah. It's just dirty filth news on there and stuff that, like, a lot of times, yeah, you'll just be scrolling by and it's like, blang, 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 blang. Whoa, hold a minute. What? I know I shouldn't read into this story, but. What?
Click.
And 99% of it is just clickbait, also, which is problematic.
When you going to get on TikTok?
Oh, yeah, you got to. Bro, you got to get on TikTok. You killed that.
I killed that.
You would. You would. You can make some pretty stupid videos on there.
Let me write something for TikTok.
Yeah, do it. We'll have the Tyrone exclusive TikTok on our Twitter feed some point this week. Keep a lookout for it. But your boy got to take a dump. I've been trying to end this episode for the past 5 minutes.
Legs been waving.
Yep. So, Culture Discourse Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at CDiscoursepod. Yo, thanks for listening. I don't know we'll have an episode next week because me and Lindell are going to be in Cincy.
Hey, we'll pack the mics, bro.
We might have to. I don't know. But there might be an episode next week. If not, catch y'all in 2 weeks. Culture Discourse Podcast. We out.
Goodbye.
Yes, sir.